Welcome to What is Going On in the UC. And today I was asked by a friend to discuss something. He said, hey, why don't you talk about how to avoid other people's drama? You know, what do you mean? In the context of the church? Yeah, in the context of the church. BC's complaining about the church, people complaining about true parents, people complaining about true children complaining about true children, people complaining about their parents and all this kind of stuff. And so, first things first, I don't like to get caught up in a quagmire because it's not good for my spirit. It's not good for your spirit. If you can recognize when you're going down a dead-end street and somebody says, hey, you walking down a dead-end street, that's not leading anywhere. I mean, hallelujah, praise to that person because they just saved you a lot of headache and a lot of heartache. And so I guess the first thing that I do is recognize when something is going down a dead-end street. Hallelujah. And I do have a litmus test for that. Hallelujah. Anybody who is about, promoting the whole splendor of the blessing, I'm with that. Anybody who is not about that, who is trying to criticize the blessing, I pay attention to them for only one reason: to see if I'm missing something, to see if a program that I'm supporting or any program that I'm behind is missing something. Because I do know that there are lots of programs in the whole matching system and all this kind of stuff that's got a lot of holes in it, and there's a lot of things to complain about. But I'm not going to throw the entire concept of matching and blessing under the bus because a few people have had bad experiences. Because there's a baby in that bathwater. Yes, the bathwater is dirty. It may even stink, but there's still a baby in it. And so when I talk to people, if they're interested in throwing out the baby with the bathwater, I don't care who it is. You could be a cute little girl. You could be a big burly man. I ain't paying attention to what you're talking about. I mean, I'll stand there and I'll listen to a certain degree. But I'm going to fight for my life. And that means you're not going to poison me. Okay? That's the first thing in dealing with people's drama. I got to figure out what's at the bottom of their drama. It doesn't matter who the person is. If the person was a true family member, if the person was a church leader, if the person was the cutest, most able type blessed child, I would still evaluate what they're saying from the position of understanding that the blessing is the best gift that God ever had for mankind. When Father evaluates his life, he looks at the fact that the best thing he ever created was the blessed couples. He looks at that as the fruit of history. Blessed couples are the fruit of history. Okay? It's just, too many of us walking around who don't know what our couple means. Okay? We don't know who we are within the ideal of the blessing as God sees it. We don't know what we mean to God. And, that goes along with not being able to appreciate our spouse from the right perspective. And all this other kind of stuff. But my main litmus test when I deal with people that have drama is to see whether or not they're trying to throw out the baby with the bathwater. I know we got a lot of bathwater. I don't care who you are. If you're trying to throw out the baby with the bathwater, if you're trying to dissolve the whole concept of matching, which has at its root the whole concept of deference, parents to children, children to parents, surrounding the entire concept of extending the lineage, right? That's the concept of matching. The deference, parent to child, child to parents, in regards to the issue of extending the lineage. So if you're trying to throw that out, if you're trying to throw out that baby because people are having bad experiences with the bathwater, I know you're mistaken. And if I see also that you're kind of blindly angry about it, I'm just going to disengage. I'm going to disengage because if you're blindly angry about it, it's nothing I can do anyway. The second thing, if you're going to throw out the other baby, that is the blessing, and you feel that the blessing isn't necessary, or the blessing is the big headache, why can't we all just get along? We could all just get along if we didn't push people to the blessing. I'm going to be like, well, basically, you haven't learned what you need to learn while you've been in this movement. And the baby that's in the blessing is, we do not deserve people's love, people's sexual commitment, lifelong, eternal sexual commitment, and commitment of exclusivity. You do not deserve such a thing. You do not deserve someone's son. You do not deserve someone's daughter. The entire concept of a blessing keeps that in mind. It happens in light of that fact. Satan made us fill this with all kinds of stories that we are entitled to the blessing, or excuse me, we are entitled to sex. No one is entitled to that kind of coupling. Okay? Entitlement related to sex is slavery. It's like sex slavery. When we receive someone in marriage, it is a gift. And the blessing completely dovetails with that concept. Without the blessing, without the idea that I'm receiving someone's son or someone's daughter from them, okay, then we have just more hell. Okay? And the simple fact is, there's a lot of people walking around in the movement, true children included, who do not, who have not, for whatever reason, drilled down deep enough to uncover that. So I kind of, see, if people want to grumble about the blessing and the matching and all this kind of stuff, and they want to grumble about leaders and all this kind of stuff, that's cool, because we can see that the bathwater is dirty. But if they want to get rid of the baby, I just draw the line. Alright? So, sorry that this was a little harsh, but talk to you next time.